Hello, my name is Greg Ayotte, and I'm the Director of Consumer Services with the Brain Injury Association of America. And I'm here today with Kelly and Angela, two members of the Brain Injury Association of America's Brain Injury Advisory Council. The Advisory Council is a group of survivors from across the country that work with BIA and each other to share information about brain injury, to work to increase awareness and understanding about brain injury in a number of ways. And one of the ways that they do so is creating some really practical and useful information that they want to share with other survivors. So first, I'd want to give a chance for Kelly and Angela to introduce themselves. We'll start with Angela.
Hey y'all, I'm Angela Leigh Tucker, and I sustained a TBI in July 2008. My husband and I were struck by an 18-wheeler and he was killed. We would have celebrated our first wedding anniversary while I was in a coma. When I woke up, like many of you, I had to relearn everything from the cradle on: how to walk, talk, read, and write. I've been on this hard but rewarding healing journey ever since.
Thank you. And Kelly?
Hi, I'm Kelly Lang. I live in Northern Virginia, and back in 2001, was involved in a pretty horrific car accident. And my daughter, who was 3 at the time, sustained a severe TBI. And my brain injury was diagnosed about 2 or 3 months after, once we were home from the hospital and inpatient rehab with her. So I come to this as both a caregiver and a survivor.
Thank you both for being here today. So the council, as I said, has worked together. They created an article that's put into our newsletter, the TBI Challenge, which is available on the BI website, our quarterly magazine. So the article, it's focused on tips and strategies to living life after brain injury. And we thought it would be helpful just to kind of be able to explain and describe some of the strategies that folks used. So let me start with Angela. So why is it important to focus on learning how to manage symptoms after a brain injury?
When sitting down to write my listicle, I had to think about which symptoms affect me most. One of the biggest is neurofatigue, and managing this did not come naturally to me. I was trying to live my life constantly exhausted, and as a result, I was missing appointments, getting lost on the subway. I've had to find, in order to be my best self, I have to force this 40-year-old woman to take a daily nap. In fact, now is usually my nap time I lay my head down. One helpful tool to quiet my brain is a sleep mask. And although I don't always sleep when I'm wearing it, it gives my brain a chance to recharge.
Excellent, thank you. And Kelly, same question.
Once mine was diagnosed, I had to figure out ways to work with my symptoms and come up with compensation strategies, because it wasn't only for me, it was also for my family, and taking care of a loved one who also had the TBI took a lot out of me. So just learning to manage how I could take care of myself to be the best mom and caregiver I could be for the rest of my family was the only way that we were going to move on. So developing those strategies, such as, writing things down, making lists, no more multitasking, which, most moms do constantly. That was probably one of the hardest things for me to let go of. Handing over some financial things I used to do to my husband, things like that, and just trying to not be super mom all the time, because that just wasn't going to work for any of us.
Kelly, you're my real hero. Not only are you a survivor, you're a caregiver of a young one with a brain injury, and I can't imagine. You're really my hero.
She's not too young anymore.
I'm going to stick with Kelly. So let me ask you, how has managing symptoms helped you as a survivor?
I think it's helped me. One, it's helped me as a caregiver, especially because I can try different things and then pass them on. She might not take them and she may not be open to it, but at least I can try. But it's also, just helped me to then figure out what my path was going to be with this, introduction into brain injury and the advocacy journey, which started the moment we ended up in the hospital. You just do what you have to do, and talking to others and learning, different strategies and, different ways people have coped. And, every story is different, just as every brain injury is different.
Mm-hmm. And Angela?
Staying as physically active as possible has helped me in my overall recovery. I track my movement on this Garmin. It's a device that tracks steps like an Apple Watch or a Fitbit. And it motivates me to increase my steps and get my heart pumping and my blood flowing. Another key that I make sure to drink as much water as I can. Staying hydrated helps mitigate symptoms like headache, and drinking water also helps us release toxins. Staying hydrated also helps me stay focused and energized. This water bottle is awesome because it keeps me on track throughout the day. These are some of the basic tools that I use that have helped me transform from being a patient to being an active participant in my own recovery.
Excellent. Thank you. So Kelly, I'm going to go back to you and ask, what's one piece of advice that you would give to other survivors in relation to kind of helping them manage symptoms?
My one piece of advice would be to, one, not think that everything's going to be a quick fix. What works for one person is not going to work for the next person. To have an open mind and just keep trying. Do not give up. Just keep trying, because eventually whatever's going to work for you is going to appear and help you. And then you'll be able to move on and move forward and improve, because I believe that we're constantly improving. Even though it's been 20 years since mine, I know fully that I improve all the time. So just keep trying different things and you will find the thing that works for you.
Amen.
And Angela?
If there is one tool that I'd love for everyone to try after reading this listicle, is give yourself the gift of 10 minutes of quiet time to meditate each day. A friend of mine told me about this awesome app called the Daily Calm. For me, it makes meditation more accessible because it only takes 10 minutes and I can do it anywhere. I meditate daily because this is an important tool to help calm my busy brain. In fact, I was meditating right before this video. For others, it might help center them, feel more in touch with their emotions. There are a few famous survivors, including Kevin Pierce, who have spoken about how important they find meditation.
Well, thank you both for coming and sharing a little bit of information and insight. We encourage folks to go watch the other videos that are available to talk about kind of other aspects of living well with brain injury. Read the listicle. You're always welcome to contact the Brain Injury Association of America if you're looking for additional info or have questions about resources. Again, Kelly and Angela, thank you both for coming and sharing today.
Thank you. Check out these videos, y'all.
Yes.
Thank you.